Hello everyone, this is the teaser video for this coming Sunday, which is March 14th, which is also the last day to place egg orders. If you're planning on getting any of our coconut cream or peanut butter eggs, your orders must be in by the end of Sunday, March 14th, and that hopefully we'll have them all made up before Holy Week. We like to have all the eggs made and turned in, delivered or whatever before Holy Week. This message for this week is from Hebrews chapter 1, verses 10 through 12. Hebrews chapter 1, verses 10 through 12. And I want you to just take a moment and think, so far in your lifetime, how have things changed? I'm currently 56 years old, and I think about how life has changed. I can remember as a kid walking everywhere, riding my bike everywhere. Parents telling us to go out and play, and we could go out and play for hours, and nobody's sitting there keeping an eye on us or watching us. We basically had the freedom to go and be around. And now, I remember by the time my daughter went to school, there's always parents at the bus stops making sure every kid is safe. So that's some change. I would say that's probably not a change for the better, that our world's gotten to the place where it's not as safe as it used to be. Obviously, technology has changed in my lifetime from, the beginning of computer programming to the worldwide internet, with the World Wide Web and the internet and, things being on your phone and being able to find data in a matter of seconds. Obviously, that's a change, and technology keeps going from the first electric car to now the electric cars even being, more robust and can go farther distances. And some of the older members may remember, as kids they used to listen to the radio or had a cable or had TV. They only had a few channels. They might remember the first cars or whatever. The man on the moon, and now we're talking about sending people to Mars. So a lot of things have changed, but one thing as we look at Hebrews chapter 1, verses 10 through 12, and we talk about the beginning and the creation, there's some things that never change. And it's interesting because I don't know, as I've gotten older, I've given up trying to keep up with the latest and greatest in technologies. I'm willing to let that part of the world just go by. My life is getting a lot simpler than it used to be, so, I'm not in that rush, that hurry. But as we think about the constant change, no matter what your age, in this last year with the pandemic or so, a lot of us can talk about how things changed. You talk about people losing jobs, so career changes. You talk about everybody having to wear a mask, stores being closed down, and stuff like that, and people being isolated. So a lot of things do change. So as you thought about how your life has changed or the things around you have changed, how does it feel to know that there is something that is steady, that is changeless? And when you look at this passage and you see that everything, the heavens, the earth, are going to be rolled up in like a worn out garment, just thinking that everything that's changing or whatever, eventually it's all going to disappear. It's all going to be gone. I find that interesting because I think of this new generation. I don't know how many movies and stuff I've seen that are just remakes of movies that were made 20 years ago or 30 years ago. I'm sitting there going, well, that's just a remake. I remember that original movie came out. So it's just interesting. So what is it? No matter how many things change, how much they stay the same, but just take a moment to think about all the different things in your life and how have they changed. If it's music, if it's clothing, if it's, like I said, technology, if it's the way we cook, hey, microwaves, and everybody's cooking in a matter of minutes rather than baking for long periods of time or so a lot of different things, a lot of things that have made our lives easier, made our lives a little more convenient. I love online banking. I love shopping online. That means I don't have to go and drive around. I remember, you used to have to go to the malls to look for stuff, and now a lot of malls are vacant stores. So that's changed things. Having things delivered to the house and not having to go out. I mean, I like to go out, but I like to go out more for my entertainment than to run errands. So that's a change, and that, some people really like that change. Some people like to go shopping and window shop and go through stores. It's never something I was really into. So as we think about change and think about changeless, this passage, if you look at that, is going to refer to in the beginning, and which is a reference. Anytime I hear in the beginning, my mind automatically goes back to Genesis. So Hebrews chapter 1 verses 10 through 12. I'll be referring a little bit before that passage with some verses, because it starts with he. We have to understand that he is actually referring to Jesus the Son, not God the Creator. So the he is referring to Jesus, that he was there in the beginning. Really gets us to the Trinity. A lot of times when we think of creation story, we just think of God the Father, but we have to realize the whole Trinity was there. So some things to think about. Again, the title of my sermon is actually Changeless, but we'll be reflecting on all the different changes that we've seen in our lifetime, we've seen in the last year and a half, and knowing that more and more changes are coming down the road. It's good to know that God the Father, Jesus the Son, and the Holy Spirit are changeless. They are that foundation that is always the same and always will be and is eternal. So I look forward to seeing you Sunday. I know with people getting vaccinated, they're looking forward to coming back, and we're looking forward to basically having our whole church family back together again, hopefully sooner than later. So take care, and we'll see you soon.